Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Neil Wintereg with Patient Reactivation Solutions, and today I want to talk to you about deactivating charts, or what is an inactive patient. First off, never deactivate a chart or just write a patient off. If that patient hasn't been in to see you in a certain amount of time, they probably haven't been anywhere else either to get dentistry done. They are probably part of that 35% of America that doesn't see a dentist at all. And it is up to you to actually bring these patients back in. Don't just deactivate them, because when you do that, you lose all contact with them. How many times have you had a patient who hadn't been in for a year, 2, 3 years, just suddenly come in and appear and act as if they had just been there 6 months ago? And if you told them it had been 3 years since they came in, they probably wouldn't believe you. Time for people with regards to their teeth operates very differently than it does for you. The average person thinks about their teeth once or twice a year. In reality, they bit down on something and it broke, or they got a phone call that said that they missed their appointment. They thought, wow, I really should do that sometime. And then it's another 6 months before they think about it again. Most people don't think about these types of things other than just brushing and flossing, which they may or may not even be very good at. So to me, an inactive patient, or a patient that needs to be reactivated, is a patient that should have been here today for their cleaning and didn't arrive. So if I was here 6 months ago for my cleaning and I'm not here today and I'm not scheduled to be here, then that means you have lost that patient and they need to be reactivated or brought back in. Now, that is the lowest level, or the easiest level of patients to quote unquote reactivate. But in reality, a patient who hasn't been in 8, 9 months or a year is automatically going to go into a box that needs to be reactivated. We haven't heard from them. We've left them messages. They haven't called us back. They haven't been in 8 months to a year, whatever it might be. Those are the patients that you need to get. So your front office staff or your scheduler, whoever it might be, should be getting the most recent patients to come in and reschedule. The patients that were supposed to be here today or were here 6 months ago and aren't here today, those types of categories, those patients are still active. They just need to be scheduled. But once you start moving into 8 months, 9 months, a year, those patients need to be dedicatedly called and contacted by somebody in the practice every day to actually be able to bring them back into the practice. 18 months to consider a patient inactive and then start your reactivation process is way too long. In that 18 months, I might have moved, I changed my cell phone number, I changed my address, and because you've had no contact with me, you've lost all that valuable information. So you need to be reaching out to patients on a much more regular basis and much sooner than 18 months. 18 months is sort of the inactive period, as most people will say. That's when we either automatically just deactivate the chart or we consider them inactive. To me, an inactive patient is anybody who should be in and hasn't come in, or has treatment in the file or in their chart that they have not done and we know needs to be done. Those are the patients that need to be contacted right away. So those are just a little bit of my thoughts about reactivation versus inactive patients, active patients, inactive patients. I could probably talk about this for a really long time. We'll do some more videos about this in the future. Leave some comments down below and let me know what questions you have, or send me an email and I can actually answer those questions and know that that's a topic that you'd like me to talk about in the future. I will see you next time.